Sairam children, good morning. Today we will do Maths Revision Part 2. Today we will do the lesson 1, 2 and 5. So first lesson, rational and irrational numbers. And in this chapter we have studied about natural numbers, numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4, dash dash onwards, whole numbers. The numbers start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, dash dash. Integers, that is negative numbers, 0 and the positive numbers. Rational numbers. The numbers of the form m upon n are called rational numbers, where m and n are integers and n is not 0. So this is an important thing which we have to remember here. The numbers of the form m upon n, where your m and n are integers but n is not 0. It means the denominator should not be 0. Comparison of rational numbers. If a upon b and c upon d are rational numbers such that b and d are positive, it means the denominators b and d are positive. So here if a upon b and c upon d are rational numbers, then see by cross multiplication, or a multiplied by d and b multiplied by c. So what relation AD have with BC? Same relation a upon b rational number will have with c upon d. If a into d is less than b into c, then a upon b is less than c upon d. If a into d is equal to b into c, then a upon b is equal to c upon d. A into d is greater than b into c, then a upon b is greater than c upon d. So this relation rule will help us to compare the given rational numbers. Next important is about decimal representation of rational numbers. If we use decimal fractions while dividing the numerator of a rational number by its denominator, we get the decimal representation of a rational number. So for decimal representation, what we have to do? We have to divide, that is numerator by its denominator. For example, first one is terminating decimal form. Now the word terminating indicates that the remainder is 0. The division comes to an end. So for example, if you divide 8 by 5, 8 upon 5. So numerator is 8. Divide 8 by 5, you will get 0.16. So here the remainder is 0. There your division is coming to an end. So it is an example of terminating decimal form. This is non-terminating recurring decimal form. If you divide, that is the fraction is 23 upon 99. So numerator is 23. So that is numerator divided by 99 is denominator. And the answer what you will get is 0.232323 go on. So which digits are repeating? 2, 3. So when the digits are repeating, what we do? We put a bar upon it. So this is an example of non-terminating recurring decimal form. Next is about irrational numbers. So what are rational numbers? Now in addition to rational numbers, there are many more numbers on a number line, and they are not rational numbers. It means they are irrational numbers. For example, root 2 is such an irrational number. Even root 3 is an irrational number. Even we have studied about pi, which is a Greek letter. It is an irrational number. But for calculation purpose, we take pi as 22 upon 7 or 3.14. So what are irrational numbers? The decimal form in irrational number is non-terminating, non-recurring. So the decimal form will not end. It is not terminating and non-recurring. The same digits will not recur. Real numbers. Now what are real numbers? The numbers which can be shown by a points on a number line are real numbers. All rational numbers are called real numbers. All irrational numbers are called real numbers. Because we can show all rational numbers on a number line, even irrational numbers also can be shown on a number line. We have seen how to show root 2, root 3 and all. So all these are real numbers. So that is about chapter 1. The important points we have covered. Now this is chapter 2. Parallel lines and transversal. So what are parallel lines? Lines in the same plane which do not intersect each other. So here it is shown. Which two lines are shown? Line L, line M. And they do not intersect each other. So they are parallel lines. And how to show the parallel lines? How we show the parallel lines? We have to show line L. This is the symbol of parallel. Line L parallel to line M. Transversal. Now transversal is if a line intersects given two lines in two distinct points, then that line is called the transversal. So here the figure is given. Two lines are given. Which are two lines? That is line M and line N. And they are intersected by a line L at two distinct points. So these are the two distinct points, point A, point B. So which line is called transversal? Line L is transversal of line M and N. And when a transversal intersects given two lines, 8 angles are formed. You can see at point A, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 angles are formed. Similarly, at point 4 angles. So, 8 angles are formed when a transversal intersects given two parallel lines. Now, we have to study about the properties of angles formed by two parallel lines and a transversal. So, these are the properties of parallel lines. Now, what are parallel lines? Lines which do not intersect each other and they are in the same plane. And how many angles are formed? 8 angles are formed. So when two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, the angles formed in each pair of corresponding angles are congruent. So we know that the angles which are formed by a transversal, they are in pairs and they are grouped. And they are, which angles are they? Corresponding angles, interior angles, alternate angles, right? So what are the properties of angles formed? Corresponding angles are congruent, alternate angles are congruent, interior angles are supplementary. Interior angles are supplementary means sum of the interior angles is 180 degree. And these angles are formed in pair. So we have to remember these three important properties. So this is about chapter 5. And chapter 5 is expansion formulae. And we have recently done these chapters, chapter 2, chapter 5 and all. So they are fresh in our mind, right children? Okay, now expansion formulae is fully about the formulas. So what we have to do? We have to by heart these formulas, understand it and solve the sums based on that. And that the first important formula is a plus b the whole square. And what is the answer? A plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. A minus b the whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So observe the formulas properly children. What is the difference? Difference is of sign. Middle term sign. Next important formula is a plus b the whole bracket multiplied by a minus b. Or you can say addition of two terms multiplied by the subtraction of same two terms. It is equal to a square minus b square. Square of first term minus square of second term. Next is x plus a the whole bracket multiplied by x plus b. So here the first term is same. And which is that first term? X. So the formula is x square plus a plus b, the whole bracket multiplied by x plus ab. X square, that is the square of first term, plus addition of second terms multiplied by first term, and then the product of the second terms. And the next important formula is a plus b the whole cube, and that is equal to a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. A cube plus 3a square b. So see, this is starting with the cube of first term, a cube, plus 3a square. Now the degree, that is their index, is reducing by 1. So 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. A minus b the whole cube is equal to a cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b cube. So if you observe the properly, children, the terms are same, only there is a difference of sign. So a minus b the whole cube, a cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b cube. So first term is positive, second negative, then positive, then negative. So these things you have to keep in mind. So now we have seen the 3 chapters, the main points in those 3 chapters. Now multiple choice questions based on the chapters which we have done. First question is x minus 2y the whole cube is equal to x cube minus 6x square y plus 12xy square minus dash. So this question is based on the formula a minus b the whole cube. And here which term is asked? Fourth term, last term, and that is which term? Remember children, a minus b the whole cube formula, it is b cube, last one. So here our b is 2y. So cube of 2y, cube of 2, 8. Y cube is y. So which is the option here? It is A. The answer is 8y cube. So you are going to keep your notebook ready with you, and wherever required you are going to solve it. Next question is 7a plus 9b the whole bracket multiplied by 7a minus 9b is equal to 49a square dash 49a square dash. Now children, this is based on which formula? It is based on the formula a plus b the whole bracket multiplied by a minus b. And what is the answer? A square minus b square. So here square of first term is given, 49a square. Now we want the square of the second term. Second term is 9b. So square of 9b, square of 9, 81. And b square is square of b square. But children, here important thing is minus sign is also not given, right? So we have to, which option we are going to choose? A 63b square, B 81b square, C minus 81b square. So here we have to take care, which option? C, because here minus sign is also not given. So we have to choose that term. So you are going to observe it correctly, see which term will come from the options, and accordingly you are going to click on that option. So here our option is minus 81b square. Next question is, when two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, the angles formed in each pair of alternate angles are dash. A congruent, B supplementary, C complementary. So this question is based on the properties of two parallel lines and transversal. And which angles are asked? Alternate angles. And what property we have studied about alternate angles? Alternate angles are congruent. So here also A congruent, B supplementary. Supplementary means the sum is 180 degree. C complementary when the sum of two angles is 90. Our option is A. Alternate angles are congruent. So which option you are going to choose? A. Next question is 3 upon 5 and 9 upon 15. And we have to compare. It is not mentioned, but you can see which signs are given. You have to choose the correct option. Less than, greater than, equal to. So this sum, we have seen the comparison of rational numbers. A into D, B into C. So what relation they are having. So here also you can choose. It is A into D. 3 into 15 or 3 into 15, 45. B into C, 5 into 9, 45. So 45, which signs will come, children? Equal to, right? 45 equal to 45. It means both these rational numbers are equal, right? So which option you are going to choose? C. That is 3 upon 5 is equal to 9 upon 15. This sum can be done this way also. Or we can also do other way. 3 multiply with 3, 9. So 5 multiply with 3, 15. So they are equal rational numbers. Then also sign equal to. True or false? First one. 2m plus 3n the whole cube is equal to 8m cube plus 36m square n plus 54mn square minus 27n cube. So, yes children, it is true or false? It is false. The reason is, it is based on the formula a plus b the whole cube. And in a plus b the whole cube, all terms are positive, right? But here one of the term is negative. So, if one of the term is negative, so it is false. So, from seeing the sign, we can say it is false. Otherwise also, children, you have to solve it, expand it, then you will check. Here, because of sign, directly we are able to mention. But it may not be every time. So, you are going to solve it, write the formula, substitute it. Next question is, the lines in the same plane which do not intersect each other are called parallel lines. Yes children, it is true. We have studied about the parallel lines. So which option it is? A. True. The lines in the same plane which do not intersect each other, it is mentioned, which do not intersect each other, are called parallel lines. Next one is, each pair of interior angles formed by two parallel lines and their transversal is of congruent angles. Yes children, so is it true or false? We have studied about the properties of the parallel lines, two parallel lines and the transversal. And we have studied about interior angles. Interior angles are supplementary. Here it is given congruent angles. So it is false. Next one is, if a transversal intersects two coplanar lines and a pair of corresponding angles is congruent, then the lines are parallel. So we can say it is converse of that. It is mentioned that transversal intersects two coplanar lines. When we say coplanar lines, means the lines are in the same plane. So they are coplanar lines. And it is given pair of corresponding angles is congruent. And we have studied, if corresponding angles are congruent, lines are parallel. So it is true. Next one is, observe the number line and choose the correct option. Which number is indicated by point A? So here it is, number line is given. Options are 2 upon 5, 3 upon 5, negative 2 upon 5. And we have to ask, it is asked which number is indicated. So how you are going to find out which number is indicated? First of all, we have to see the unit distance is divided into how many parts? It is 5 parts, because it is given all the options are having 5 parts. and you can check also. After O, origin 1, 2, that is neatly if you will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 equal parts are there, and it is asked A. A is on which side, children? It is to the right of 0. So right of 0 numbers are positive numbers, and it is the second one. You can see properly, children, it is the second one. So it is 2 upon 5. Which option? 2 upon 5. Next is observe the figure and select the correct option. So in the given, that is figure given below, if line M is parallel to line N and line P is a transversal, then find X. So which lines are parallel? Line M is parallel to line M. M and parallel, and the transversal is P, right? And measures are also given. If you observe properly, one of the angle is given 3x, other angle is given 2x. And what type of angles are these? These are a pair of interior angles. You can find out. They are inner side of the given lines and on same side of the transversal. So they are interior angles. And which property we have studied about interior angles? Interior angles are supplementary. It means the sum of the measure is 180 degree. So 3x plus 2x is equal to 180. So you are going to solve 3x plus 2x, 5x. 5x is equal to 180. Therefore x is equal to, you divide 180 by 5. And when you divide 180 by 5, you will get 36. So which is the option? It is AA, 36 degree. So the correct answer is A, 36 degree. Now this is the paper pattern, children. You will get the idea, the type of questions which can be asked. First one is multiple choice questions, and we have seen these multiple choice questions here also, and earlier almost in all the assignments you get multiple choice questions. So you are familiar with these type of questions. Next is fill in the blanks by selecting the correct alternative. So this also you know. True or false, that also we have been solving. Solve in rough and choose the correct answer. So these also sums we have done. You are going to solve them and then correct answer you are going to choose. Observe the figure and select the correct option. Solve and choose the correct option. So these are the type of the questions which can be asked. So this is a paper pattern. And one more thing, children, you have to remember, you are not going to rely only on revision videos. You are not going to depend only on revision videos. You are going to study each and everything. You are going to refer the test books, the practice sets given the test books, the videos of the lessons which you have been watching from time to time, revision videos, assignment given, practice sums, everything you are going to do. And in the exam time, keep your one book or rough papers, everything ready with you. You are going to solve the sums neatly. Then only you will get the correct answer. So all the best, children. Thank you. Sai Ram. Practice the sums. Do well in the exam. All the best.